Hi students, and welcome to this video. Today we will be going over a quick start guide to interactive brokers. In this video we will be covering how to open a practice account, how to download interactive brokers on Windows, computer, or laptop, how to place an order, and how to exit out of an order. So to begin, we're going to need to open up interactive brokers. Now it depends on what browser you use, but whichever one you use for the internet, just open it. So mine's is Google Chrome, and I'm going to type in the address bar interactivebrokers.ca. Okay. Then once on the web page, you're going to see at the top right corner it says free trial. I'm going to click on that. And on the page you're going to see it says start your free trial. So click on that. And you'll be brought to the application page. So here you're going to need your email address, username, password, and your residential country. And on the right side, you'll see there's ways of getting contact or help if you ever get stuck. Now this is more useful for when you're opening up your live account, which is pretty similar to what you see right now. There will be more questions after you go through this page in the live account setup, but if you ever do come across an issue, do reach out to interactive brokers. They will be able to help you with any questions you might have. Okay, so give me 1 second here. Alright, so I've already gone ahead and filled out the application. So once you have completed everything here, and please do keep in mind that there are requirements for username and password, so make sure that everything is green here. Then once you have completed everything, simply click on Save and Continue at the bottom right corner to process your application. So once the application has been processed, you'll be brought to this page where all you have to do is click on this download button here, and it will automatically start downloading interactive brokers onto your computer. Now let's say somehow you do not see this page and you end up in a place on the internet where you do not know how to get to the download page. So in order to download interactive brokers, just simply click on the interactive brokers logo at the top. If you've completely changed the address or the page that you are on, say you end up on Facebook, simply just go back to interactivebrokers.ca and you'll be brought to this page. And here in this login button, go to the drop down menu, and here in downloads we are going to download TWS. Okay, and you'll see there's that button again. So we'll simply click on the download button and you'll see here something pops up, and so that means it's already completed downloading. You'll also see that Interactive Brokers has already given you a step-by-step instruction on how to download TWS or Trader Workstation, and you'll see here visual examples for each step as well to really help you along the way. But we are going to do that now. So once that has downloaded and once it has fully downloaded, you'll see at the bottom left corner that box, and just simply click on it. And there will be a lot of loading and downloading throughout this process. So please do keep in mind to keep at least a 15-minute window just to get through this whole process. So if you're planning on taking IB with you on a trip or something like that, do keep in mind that you might want to have this downloaded before you leave. Okay, so that was all we had to do. We just had to click on next, and now we are done. Simply click on finish, and now I'm going to close this window, and at the top left corner you should see now it says Trader Workstation. So now we're simply going to double click left on that. initial setup. Okay, and I'm just going to put in my details here. Okay, and we are doing paper trading. I personally like the light color palette, but feel free to choose whichever you'd like. And once you're satisfied with what you have put here, simply click on login, and there's going to be more loading for you. Okay, so just a brief overview. We've already created our paper trading account. We've already finished downloading Interactive Brokers onto a Windows computer or laptop, and next I'm going to show you how to place an order and how to exit out of an order. Please do be patient when you are downloading Interactive Brokers. I know it might be tempting to, click on the X and just restart and do it all over again, but please do try to practice your patience, especially because we are patient traders and this is what we should be doing. So once everything's kind of settled, you should see this. You should see your main window here, and you should see a little pop-up that says Welcome to Interactive Brokers. So I do encourage you to take a quick tour just so you know where everything is, but for the sake of this video, we will say not now, just get started. So here, you'll see everything's a little bit small, so if you wanted to make the font a little bit bigger, there is this little button here that has two A's. Click on that, and simply click on the button that says larger, and everything will get a little bit larger to where you feel comfortable. Alright, so now that looks pretty good. I'm going to maximize the screen. So maximize will just mean that it will fill the screen. If you wanted to work on something like open up Google Chrome and you just wanted to kind of minimize this or kind of put it in the background for a little bit, there is this button that says minimize. Simply click on that and it will be right here just where that little red swimmer is. Okay, so if you wanted to open it back up, you would click on that little swimmer, and if you wanted to close this window, simply click on that close button at the top right corner, but for now we will not close it because we will be using it. So now, how to actually place an order. So here you'll see order entry. This little window here is going to be your best friend when placing an order. So let's say for now I'm going to do apple. So I'm going to type here apple. Okay. And say you don't like how the latest candle is too close to that price axis. Simply click on that little diamond right there. Do you see? And when you put your mouse on it, there's a line that turns blue. Simply push that back a little bit, and that way the candles are not too close to the price. Okay. So if you wanted to make the candles thinner, simply click on this little thing that looks like a bar with two arrows pointing at it to make it thinner. And if you wanted to make it thicker, simply click on the one that has a line in between the two arrows that are pointing away from it. And if you wanted to make price a little squishier, you could click on that little guy here till it feels good. Or if you wanted to make it a little more spread out, click on that button at the top. That way you can adjust it so you can really see where you would like to place your trades. Now for the sake of this video, I will not be going over analysis. I will just be going over how to place an order and how to exit out of an order. So for this video, I'm simply going to use random numbers for this order. So now I'm going to do two orders. I'm going to do a limit order and a market order. So right now I'm going to do a market order. So I'm going to buy 100 shares of Apple at market price. Okay, so I'm going to buy quantity 100. If you wanted to do less than 100, simply put in whatever amount you would like. You could put 10, you could put 60, you could put 43, whatever number you'd like. But for now, and for this video, we will stick to 100. And that's how many shares you're going to buy. As I mentioned, I will be doing a market order. This is for the limit order, which we will be covering in a little bit, but we will be doing a market order, and we are going to do a good to cancel order. Okay? Then here, in order to attach brackets to this order, so our stop loss and our take profit line, we go to advanced and we click on that little plus sign right next to advanced, and here you'll see it says attach stop loss, profit taker, or bracket, and we're going to click on that little plus sign as well, and we're going to check that little box right next to bracket. Okay, and we're going to do a profit taker limit order, and let's say right now price is at 204.06. We're going to do profit taker at 206. Okay, and we're going to stop our loss, let's say at 203. As I mentioned earlier, these are just random numbers, and so I'm basically saying I want to enter into this trade. I want to buy it at whatever price it is right now, but I want to take my profits at $206 per share, and I want to stop my loss at 203 if the price does keep dropping. So once I'm happy with all those numbers, I will click on here, submit, and then I'm going to say transmit and override and transmit. So yes. Okay.
Order filled.
Thank you very much. Good. And so now you'll see here, there's my stop loss, and that's my sell, or my take profit. So now we have 100 shares in Apple. You'll see here 100 shares, and you'll see I am losing $10 right now. Fantastic. Now let's say you want to close this order. You will click here and you will right click on Apple, and you'll see a little button pops up, and you will left click on close, and that just says that when you cancel this, you will cancel all the other orders associated with this order. So when I cancel this position, it will also cancel my profit taker and my stop loss attached to that order. So
Order
yes,
cancelled.
that is what I would like to do. Okay, and we'll see here. Okay. Okay.
Order filled.
Okay. So, when you click on close, you saw that it turned red. It was saying we're going to sell it right now since we had bought 100 shares. And now in order to close it, we needed to do a sell order to sell all of the shares that we had. And that's why you had to click on submit and go through the same way how we placed the order. Just click on transmit, and now our shares in Apple are gone. You'll see here we have a net of 0. Okay, So now I would like to show you how to do a limit order. Okay, so earlier we had done a buy. We're going to do a sell limit order. So I'll click on sell, and you'll see here in the background, I just want you to take note. If you click on buy, it turns blue in the back, and if you click on sell, it turns red in the back. And that's just a nice little visual reminder for you so that you don't accidentally click on the wrong positioning and go into a trade that you didn't really want to go into. But now we're going to sell. We're going to sell, I'm going to do 50 this time, so I'm going to type in 50. I'm going to sell 50 shares at a limit order. And this time I want to sell it at $206. So I anticipate that price is going to go up to 206. Okay, there we go. And this one is good to cancel. Click on that bracket or the plus sign next to advanced, and we're going to do the bracket order once again. We're going to take our profits at $203, and we are going to stop our loss at 207. Okay, and once everything looks good to me, click on submit, click on transmit, and override and transmit, and yes. Okay, so now you'll see here I have a trade that's waiting to be executed. Okay, maybe I'll just make this a little smaller. There we go. So now when price goes up to here to 206, my order will be filled and I will be in a trade. But let's say I know, or let's say that it still hasn't reached it and it's been a couple of days, and you know there's going to be a report that's coming out that will definitely impact this stock. So you want to cancel all of the trades that you have on it, so just to be safe that there's nothing unexpected that happens. So in order to cancel a trade that you are not currently in, you simply have to go here in orders and click on that cancel.
Order cancelled.
On the order itself, not the profit taker or the stop loss, but the trade itself. Click on that cancel button and you are out of that trade, and you don't have to worry about it being executed while you're sleeping or while that report comes out. Okay, and those are the ways that you can get into a trade and out of a trade. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, do email us at vancouvertradingacademy.com, and we wish you luck in using Interactive Brokers. Have a nice day. Bye.